Get ready for the action because we are diving straight into the world of artificial intelligence with breaking news right now. We start with Google's Gemini, where a user on X has shared a screenshot that suggests Google might be testing stricter usage tracking and possible weekly limits inside the Gemini app. This new section explains that plan limits determine how much you can use Gemini over time, and it shows a usage bar tracking consumption, hinting at a much more structured approach to how free users interact with these powerful models. We break down what this means for your daily AI experience and whether you need to rethink your usage habits immediately. Chip phones like the 2024 Pixel 9 range and the 2025 Galaxy Z Fold 7 won't get features like intelligent autofill or custom widgets, with specific chipset requirements pointing to which phones will actually unlock this power. We look at exactly which devices will support Gemini Intelligence and what this means for your next phone purchase. And finally, we analyze the massive strategic move that is coming at Google I/O 2026 with the launch of Gemini Omni. This unified multimodal video model is betting that synchronization quality and workflow simplification outweigh specialization in individual video modalities, signaling a major shift in how Google views the competitive landscape against rivals like Sora 2. We break down the strategic implications for enterprise buyers, the pressure this puts on specialized vendors, and what this means for the future of AI video content creation. Google's Gemini platform may be implementing stricter usage limits for free users, potentially signaling a shift away from the current model of near-unlimited free access. Recent user reports on social media have surfaced a screenshot from the Gemini app suggesting a new feature explaining, "Plan limits determine how much you can use Gemini over time," accompanied by a usage bar tracking quota consumption. This indicates Google might be testing more aggressive systems to measure how frequently free users interact with Gemini, particularly when utilizing resource-intensive AI models. Running large AI models is computationally expensive, and the industry has conditioned users to expect essentially unlimited AI for free. However, this honeymoon phase is expected to end as companies seek to monetize premium access. The core challenge for platforms like Google is determining the appropriate level of restriction before users migrate to competitors such as ChatGPT or Claude, given the ease with which AI tools can be abandoned. While this specific change appears to stem from a single user report, and Google has not officially confirmed any weekly caps, the visibility of these tracking mechanisms suggests a potential, gradual rollout of stricter limits. Google has a history of testing features with limited audiences before broader releases, meaning these restrictions could expand over time. The critical factor moving forward will be user tolerance. The transition from treating AI chatbots as infinite assistants to acknowledging usage boundaries could fundamentally alter the user-platform relationship. Google is developing a new feature for its AI chatbot Gemini that will allow users to directly control the cognitive load the AI exerts for generating responses. This aims to address the current challenge where users must choose between speed and thoroughness for different types of queries. For routine tasks like simple questions or brief summaries, Users can opt for faster responses, while complex tasks such as advanced math problems, programming queries, or extensive analyses can leverage deeper processing. According to consistent reports, initial users will be able to set the level of thinking effort the AI should apply. This feature is currently limited to specific Gemini models, including Gemini 3 Flash Fast and Gemini 3.1 Pro, where a new menu option, Thinking Effort, appears during model selection. Users will have two settings: Standard, designed for everyday questions, and Advanced, intended to yield superior results for complex problem-solving. This capability places Google in the company of other AI providers. OpenAI offers similar control in its ChatGPT models. Anthropic integrates adaptive thinking with Claude, and Perplexity features a reasoning mode for complex searches. However, the feature is not yet available to all users, and the timeline for a broad release remains uncertain, with the possibility that Google may decide against a general rollout after limited testing. This development follows Google's announcement of its largest Android update in years. Google has unveiled Gemini Intelligence, a major new AI development aimed at automating complex tasks on Android phones. However, access to this powerful new feature will be strictly limited to the most premium devices, potentially leaving many current and upcoming Android enthusiasts without the full suite of capabilities. The Gemini Intelligence feature promises significant automation, including intelligent autofill for forms and cross-app task execution, such as referencing a shopping list in a Notes app and automatically creating a card in a grocery application. Google has positioned this as a way to help users focus by handling tedious logistics, allowing them to stay in the moment. Device eligibility is proving to be a significant hurdle. A footnote on the Gemini Intelligence page indicates that support requires Gemini Nano v3 within the chipset. This effectively rules out most phones released in 2025 and earlier, with exceptions noted for the current Pixel 10 and Oppo Find X9. Phones confirmed to support Gemini Nano v3 include the Honor Magic 8 Pro, iQOO15, Motorola Signature, OnePlus 1515R, Oppo Find X8 series, Samsung Galaxy S26 series, Vivo X200, and the Vivo X300 series. Conversely, devices running Gemini Nano v2, such as the Pixel 9 series, Moto Razr 60, OnePlus 15, Oppo Find N5, and Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, will not receive the full intelligence features. Furthermore, the system demands a flagship chip backed by 12 GB of RAM, which could impede support for some 2026 models. While the Pixel 11 is rumored to have only 8 GB of RAM, it is expected to support Gemini Intelligence, prompting caution until official announcements clarify specifications. A strategic analysis of Google's upcoming unified multimodal video model, Gemini Omni, set to launch at Google I/O 2026, reveals crucial insights into Google's broader AI strategy and the future competitive landscape for multimodal models. The architectural design of Gemini Omni signals a decisive shift away from the industry assumption that specialization in individual modalities yields superior results. Instead, Google is betting that the synchronization quality and workflow simplification achieved by generating video, voice, music, and on-screen text within a single model will outweigh marginal gains in individual modality performance. For enterprise buyers, this unified approach offers significant advantages by reducing vendor sprawl. Organizations can consolidate procurement and integration efforts into a single Google relationship, fundamentally altering the total cost of ownership calculation by shifting focus from per-output pricing to operational overhead. This positions Gemini Omni to target high-volume content production and enterprise marketing teams, prioritizing workflow simplification over the visual fidelity emphasized by competitors like Sora 2. The competitive dynamic is complex. While Sora 2 focuses on premium creative production and visual fidelity, Gemini Omni targets high-volume operations. This suggests a bifurcation in the market, Sora 2 likely dominates high-margin premium production, while Gemini Omni is poised to capture the larger market segment driven by operational efficiency. Timing is also a key strategic signal. The contrasting moves by OpenAI, which quietly shut down the consumer Sora 2 application, and Google's simultaneous circulation of metadata referencing its unannounced model, suggest opposing bets on the unit economics of consumer AI video. One lab judged consumer pricing unsustainable, while Google appears prepared to absorb costs via its established infrastructure. For chief information officers and AI leaders, Gemini Omni presents 4 key strategic considerations. First, intense platform consolidation pressure forcing enterprises to evaluate multi-vendor stacks. Second, competitive pressure on rivals to adopt unified models or justify specialization. Third, workforce planning implications requiring teams to reskill toward higher judgment creative direction. And fourth, significant data and compliance challenges related to synthetic content governance under frameworks like the EU's AI Act. Beyond immediate competition, the model's branding, shifting from a separate VO identity to the unified Gemini Omni, signals a consolidation of Google's AI portfolio. Furthermore, the strong multilingual support, particularly for Chinese, Japanese, and Korean, indicates a deliberate strategy to compete directly in Asian markets against powerful local AI labs. The integration with Vertex AI and Gemini advanced positions the model as both a consumer product and a robust enterprise platform capability. Ultimately, Gemini Omni is more than a product launch. It is a statement on market structure. If Google's assessment that operational segments will drive the market proves correct, the long-term winners will be platforms that deeply integrate with enterprise marketing technology stacks. Enterprise strategists are advised to engage in structured evaluation against specific operational needs, recognizing that the next 2 product cycles will be crucial in clarifying whether unified multimodal generation or continued specialization defines value capture in the rapidly expanding AI video market.